What is up and welcome guys, I'm level 100 Agron. Welcome to In the Lab. So, as I had stated, we are playing Spinal, the fucking dreaded skeleton pirate ghost warrior, you know, with his sick as fuck demon shield and his insane madman dash. And his insanely cool ghostly manuals. And his unique playstyle. I fucking really like Spinal. I think he's really fucking awesome. Like, just look at him. Just look at him. His laugh as he's running, he sounds like a goddamn madman. It's fucking great. Okay, so, as with every In the Lab video, I show you guys kind of an idea of what I know. You guys help me out and show me the stuff you know, if you know anything at all. Which is not saying you guys are stupid, but it's hard to learn things on your own because then you have to do more research and whatnot. And if you guys know what you're doing, then just asking you guys makes this a lot easier on me, because if you have prior experience, then fucking fantastic. Let me set my stuff to reset. Combo breakers off, that's off, 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 off. Quick stand on. We don't need counter hits. Refill, attack data, display combo state. Sure. Okay. Okay, so I've been messing around with his manuals, and I really can't find any of them yet. The only ones that I can really find are like off of his soul sword, which was off of, I would do medium, and then you go into a medium again. But the time, I haven't gotten the timing down specifically yet. There we go. And then we generate some skulls. Boom. So, okay, check this out. We're just going to use this as an opportunity to, like, there you go. Now you get to see what I'm talking about. Spinal has fucking unblockables. He has an actual, like, bugged, I believe it's bugged at least, unblockable setup, but the setup that I'm using, I don't know how guaranteed it is. I think that it's just really hard to block in its current state. So it's not a guaranteed thing, but when you do get a knockdown, you're causing an overhead and a low to happen at the same time. I was working on some combos that would both add a shadow curse and an instinct curse, but I don't know the optimal shadow curse setups. That was an auto. I don't want autos off the jump-ins. There we go. See, I think that what I can do is do that and then go into maybe standing medium punch and then mid skull. So I'll get an instinct curse up and I'll have a shadow curse up. So let's get all 5 skulls back and then try that again. See, that's the other problem I was having. I found that if I did heavy kick, it would be a lot harder to connect with than just standing heavy punch. Which, let me go on to normals. Medium punch, decent. Heavy punch, best fucking normal I've ever seen. Heavy kick, fucking nut kick. It moves him slightly forward. Actually, not slightly, like that looks like a lot. Let's get to this square right here. We're on this square, toe forward. Yeah, it moves him about like a 1/4 of a square forward. Jab, super fast. I really don't know. You're gonna have to like end your combo really quickly if you confirm with a jab. And then just generate skulls or go for a launcher or something. But He has, almost all of his stuff seems to cause a launcher state, but it's, and I do try to end his, regular, like, launchers and stuff with, the instinct skulls so that I can drain, and then I did find that you can do jumping heavy punch after you hit 2 of the instinct draining skulls, the searing skulls. I wanted to play around with the launcher more after you get the launch with the searing skull hits. I wanted to see if you could maybe like do heavy soul sword and then go into a mid searing skull, but I don't really have anything 100% solidified yet. As for his manuals, like I said, the only real manuals I have are jump in, and then his delayed jump in, heavy punches, and whatnot, and like all delayed jump ins. I have those manuals down, but I don't really know what his other manuals are. Like I was saying, he's got ghostly manuals, which are those. His light one is actually pretty hard. It comes out really fast. It's just a big dick punching fist. And I learned that just now, that heavy soul sword causes an immediate launcher. It looks like you can kind of confirm off of that a little bit. Let me try that again. Oh, we don't have any skulls, that's why it's not launching. Let's do a quick combo. And end it with damage instead of skull generation. There we go. So that's 4 skulls. I think 4 skulls is the most that he can generate, unless you pop instinct, but a throw will always fix that. I think throws actually lead into his setup that I was talking about, because it seems like they don't really have enough time to recover off of the ground since it's a hard knockdown. What was I gonna do? I was gonna try something right there, but I kind of messed it up. Oh, that's what it was. There it is. I was gonna try and do the skull generation ender and then lead into a instinct draining searing skull. Oops. God damn it. Oh yeah, he also has an overhead, which, let's figure it out right now, because I was playing online the other day, and, it didn't, I don't think that you could special, okay, you can. What about his slide? Can you special cancel his slide? No, you can't. So, it looks like the only way that you can make his slide safe is if you're willing to burn a shadow meter, because he can't even cancel it into Skeleport or Soul Sword or the Skull Charge, I think it's called. So that I would only suggest using that if you're covered by the incoming airborne skull. If you've got the skull coming down, then throw it out, because then they've got to block that other one. So we'll set it back to auto block for now. What else was I messing around with? Good full screen confirm right there. Whoops. It's a little tricky, but like I was trying to show you guys, I want to test out the the heavy punch into mid and then skulls there, and then you can get a setup, it looks like. So that's one shadow curse and one instant curse. What about... You can do a quick ender into Searing Skull, Shadow Searing Skull, and then get one mid skull off of it, but no autos. Whoops, I fuck that up so hard sometimes. Whoa, 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 Mr. Skeleton. Where are my enders? Not those, you motherfucker. Boom! 4 skulls, yeah. So it looks like 4 skulls is about the most that Spinal can generate off of that. I think that what I might do is if I can manage to drag them to the corner, let me try a corner. Let me see how far Spinal can corner carry. So we'll just say I confirmed with a heavy punch poke from about there. That was stupid of me because I actually stopped the carry altogether. So he can carry them about, I want to say it's like 3/4 of the screen, so like the sweet spot's like maybe here? Yeah, it looks about that way. So, because that was a stretch in it of itself. So Spinal can carry from about. Let's retest this here. So we're about the midway point. We're a little bit behind halfway of the screen. Whoops! Fuck. Get back to there. Go there. Yeah. We'll skeleton run you here. Fuck. Get over here. I keep fucking that up. This is the problem with learning a new fighting game, is you look dumb as fuck on camera. And then that, and then... Ah, fuck. Well, that does work, yeah. So, he can carry about half screen. So, if you're half screen... Yeah, that's not guaranteed right there, though. So... Yeah, a little over, a little under half screen. I think a little under half screen is probably being extremely generous. Or wait, I fucked that up. A little over half screen is being generous. So, because if you want to be able to confirm the wall splat into his Searing Skull that causes an instant curse, you're gonna need to be maybe about here for his distance. Maybe a little further back, because once they do hit the wall, if you don't have the Searing Skull buffered and ready to launch after you come out of that launch animation, it will fall short, or you will just drop it altogether. As for cross-ups, Spinal's... See, it's really shitty because Spinal wants to have a cross-up. Look at him. Look at him. He's trying so hard. But it's no Jago jumping heavy punch. I mean, he does have a dive kick, which you can instant air. But, I mean... You know, a dive kick... Especially one where you don't need to do the direction, so the instant airing for it is, like, way easier. Yeah, so let me go over some other stuff though. All of the Spinal's special moves, at least most of them, have different properties while he has skulls. So, watch my skulls. I currently have 5 skulls. If I heavy Soul Sword, it burns a skull. But, if I heavy Soul Sword while I have a skull, I can get that launcher state, which can be pretty useful for just getting nice airborne. I don't know if you can combo break while you're in the air, but it can be really useful for getting airborne combo damage if that's the case. I believe that you can't. Skeleport, I believe that what's the thing for heavy Skeleport? I think that it burns a skull. I know that heavy I'm gonna call this Charging Star. Heavy Charging Star is completely projectile invincible when you have a skull. So when you heavy Charging Star, you're going to... Oh wait, let me read it. I don't want to give misinformation or be wrong. Bone Shaker with skull. Spinal charges forward. His shield is projectile invulnerable. Uses 1 skull. So there you go. The other one was, yeah, Bone Shaker, Searing Skull. So his projectile, well, let's just generate skulls really quick. I always fucking do that because I'm always thinking about the instinct curse. Goddamn. Okay. There we go. Okay, so his projectile, he only really has one when he has skulls. So that one hits low, that one hits mid, and this one hits overhead. Actually, let me do that slower so that I can reiterate which ones hit where. Okay, so light shoots one low, medium shoots one mid, and heavy shoots one overhead. So, as long as you have skulls, you'll be able to hit those and create your own kind of projectile mix-up to cover your Skeleport in on the opponent. But, if he doesn't have skulls, he'll just get this little kind of... skeleton. So, that's why you use that for enders, so that you can generate skulls off of it. If you hit it just off of like well, let me burn all these skulls. If you hit it off of just like strong into skull, it's just like a little, it doesn't generate any skulls and it doesn't cause any curses. It's just kind of fucking, it looks cool. Like, let's be realistic, it looks really cool. Gotta generate skulls. The tedious task of playing Spinal optimally. Ugh. So, your end game with Spinal, to me, feels like... No, you know what, that's just actually how he should be played. Why am I saying it feels like? It is. If you don't have at least 1 skull, you should always be going for enders that lead into skulls, regardless of how much damage it leads up to. You're not worried about damage, you're worried about limiting them and how much meter or instinct they can use. You're not concerned with getting a ton of damage because you're limiting what options they have. Oh, you're gonna try and slide. Well, I'll generate skulls and I'll steal all your instincts so that I can create infinite skulls so long as my instinct is up. Which, if you're in Instinct, you can play a half-decent zoning game because you're generating skulls at such a fast rate. But once your skulls kind of run out, you generate 1 skull every 3 seconds, I believe it is. And your Instinct, let me pull out my phone. We're going to stopwatch it from the second I press Instinct. Okay. Stopwatch engaged. Whoop, there we go. Okay, ready? And, whoops, fuck that. So, from the start of the Instinct, I should do this better, but I don't really have any better way of doing this. It's like, I can't precisely time when the Instinct meter starts draining, so we're just going to do it like this. Okay, so it lasts roughly 16 seconds. Maybe take away like 2-3 seconds from that due to the freeze frame that starts up. So 16 seconds, you're going to be generating a skull every 3 seconds. You're going to make quite a few. It's not 10, but, you know, I think my only real problem I'm having with Spinal is his anti-airs going from his instinct time. Because math is gay for buttheads. He really has bad anti-airs. So looking back at his normals, boop, boop, the kick. The only really good one that stands out to me is this fucking skull uppercut. And then his soul sword, but I would probably only use heavy soul sword just because it gives you 2 chances to knock them out of the air. And if you have skulls, you're more likely to hit them out of it due to the fact that you're swinging twice as opposed to just once with both of these. Let's look at the startup on those really quick. So, Soul Sword, where is Soul Sword? Soul Sword, okay. Soul Sword, light, 7 frame startup, medium, 8 frame, heavy, 9 frame. But heavy is 0 on block. I think that's due to the fact that it's strictly a linker. Maybe not, I don't know. So medium seems like the go-to one for creating pressure if we are using Soul Sword as a block string. I would probably use the Charging Star, Bone Shaker, because you'd use light. It moves you forward. It's -2 on block, which seems relatively safe on this game, assuming that it's going off of kind of Street Fighter frame advantage and not like Tekken frame advantage. Yeah, so it's kind of iffy. I mean, 8 frames, 7 frames, not super great. How fast? I can't. That's the other shitty thing, is it doesn't have Spinal's normals on here. So I won't know how quickly this comes out, but I want to say that it comes out quicker than this, maybe. So those are them. These, you got medium punch, jab, short, which looks pathetic. His sweep is crouching medium kick, and then crouching heavy kick is his slide that looks really cool, but is pretty unsafe. Jeez Louise. Let's go into a mid-screen instinct setup that I was playing around with. Whoops, that's not it at all. Neither is that. Okay, we've got skulls. Cool. See, after the heavy kick, you go for Searing Skull, but it's a little hard. Man, the ghostly manuals really fuck me sometimes. No, that's a bad habit, Agron. There we go. Okay, so that was 3 bars. It would be just one of those Searing Skulls, but that's what I was talking about with medium punch. You use medium punch and then or heavy punch instead of heavy kick, because the heavy kick, for some reason, the nut kick launches them at a weird angle, making it pretty hard to get the Searing Skull. Shit, I keep fucking doing that. Okay, so there we go. We got that one. So that is a 28 hit, 56% with an instinct drain. I wanted to see, that's where I'm having trouble, is I'm having trouble kind of figuring out where I can add in an instinct draining Searing Skull and then a meter draining Searing Skull, because I tried in the corner. What I would try is I would try the same setup after I get the Searing Skull, and then I'd shoot a low, and like maybe she'd land on it, her hitbox would land on it as it's active under her, but it doesn't seem to work like that. So any help you guys have in that regard will be super useful. See, this is where I'm having trouble. Ooh, those are resets. I'm gonna have to try that sometime. His manual timing is his regular manuals, not the ghostly manuals. I'll keep doing that though. It's iffy. I'm gonna have to practice that later. Boom, 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 and then boom. Okay, so instinct drained. Boom. Yeah, I mean, I'm still kind of learning everything, so this is about the best I've got for you guys right now. It's not really super advanced. I mean, I don't really have a bunch of setups. I literally am like 3 hours into the game, so you know, any help you guys have for me, greatly appreciated. I will, you know, give you due credit where credit is due. But so anyways, that's about, you know, actually I'm not done. What am I talking about? I haven't even talked about, so we did test that earlier, actually, I just remembered, is overhead is special cancelable on block, slide is not. His running man, what does he call that? Bone runner? I like Mad Dash more because he sounds insane, and he is insane. You can do a lot of stuff out of it, actually. It's pretty, like, the recovery on it is really good. There it is. Active, startup is 12, I mean, just like a normal dash, I would believe. And you can almost instantly cancel out of it into anything. I personally like going for the overhead, but the matches I have played online, people really like to fucking push buttons on knockdown, or like when you're approaching them, because they don't realize anything that's happening, so it's pretty stupid. That was my chance to get a meter drain. Let me try that one more time. There it is! Mid-screen instinct and shadow curse. Nice. But another mix-up off of it is just full screen. You've got them into the habit of ducking or watching for that overhead, and then just mad dash up and throw, because it gives you a skull guaranteed, and it's pretty unpredictable. I haven't really had people throw technique too much. Boom, boom, boom. I did heavy instead of, or medium instead of heavy. So anyways, that's about as much as I've got going right now for my Spinal. I'm going to start off with exhibitions to get some practice, as I always do with new fighting games that I'm learning. God, look at that fucking shield. That shield is so evil and fucking sick looking. God. So, as always, I'll do exhibitions, you know, go for learning in a non-stressful environment where I'm not worried about D-ranking or ranking up. I can just play at my own pace, learn where I need to learn, and then jump over to ranked. Usually I'll do like 5 or 6 episodes, depending, because when I'm not recording, I do play casually off-screen and get practice in that way and improve off-camera, and then when I come back, you guys see where I'm at. You know, I can't get him to... His Skeleport... What is the thing? I wanted to show you guys one more thing, but it doesn't look like... This was the thing I was talking about. Teleports behind opponent, can special/shadow cancel out of the recovery of the move, and he is attack and melee invulnerable until he rises out of the ground and uses one skull. So wait. Oh! Okay. So it's just the Skeleport is completely special cancelable on the way out, but I can also just special cancel while I'm in the Skeleport. So hold on here. We may have some stuff that I will be trying now. Give me those 4 skulls. Okay. So, like, we've got mix-ups now? Oh, you thought I was going in front of you? Behind you? That is... Okay. So that's what I was looking at. Skeleport is special cancelable while you're still in the Skeleport. So you can Skeleport like fucking 5 times in a row and cancel that shit. So that's cool. So anyways, like I was saying, that about wraps it up for what I've got so far. I'm going to learn his manuals later on when I've got some, like, I just need to look at the manuals online to see what I'm doing. And then after I see the manuals, I'll know which ones are which and what I need to, when the timing is. I'll figure that shit out on my own. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, if you guys have anything and you're a Spinal player, or you know anything that Spinal players use that I should be using, feel free to leave a comment and help me out. So, as always, I'm Level 100 Agron. I love you all. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And next video will be in some fucking online. So, as always, peace out, bro.
Big dog, Sadaharu, strength muscles, Armstrong, blue Naruto, Black Star. What I'm saying is I'm going hard, spitting fire like Sailor Mars. Nikki Squad, Wadamote.